But Americans are still struggling with high gasoline prices. They remain above $4 a gallon on average in most states. The White House insists these price pressures are only temporary and worth it, with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent pointing to a path forward once the Middle East conflict is resolved.
There are almost 2,000 ships waiting to come out of the Gulf, and I think the oil market is going to be very well supplied on the other side of this, and that we could see prices come down very quickly. President Trump has done something that no other administration is able to do. We have gotten the Iranians to talk about their nuclear program and to perhaps commit to not having one. That has never happened before. It had been off the table. So I think when you look at the results of the kinetic action of our economic pressure, it has worked to bring them to the table and have a discussion on this.
And joining me now, the senator from Kansas, Sen Marshall, is with us. Senator, it's great to have you.
Maria, it's great to be here at the Reagan Economic Forum. It's morning in America.
It feels really good. And this is such an incredible shot. What do you want to say to those people who are struggling? Are we actually going to see a reversal in the price of gasoline and oil over the short term? What are your expectations for this war?
Well, there's no doubt that the price of gasoline is having a huge impact back home. It's impacting fertilizer as well. And I'm asking Americans to stand behind the president, stand behind the commander-in-chief, stand behind our troops. I do think this war will be over sooner than later, and those gas prices will come back down, that the president is trying to make future generations of Americans safe. We cannot allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, it's a great point, and the president has reiterated this so many times. And I have to say, the markets have been looking through this spike in inflation, right? I mean, you've got record highs for stocks, you've got interest rates and oil pulling back over the last couple of sessions. So I guess the markets are seeing this in a confident way, but are consumers getting bogged down with the price of gasoline across the country?
Yeah, no doubt the cost of living is the #1 issue across this country right now. The economy, on the other hand, appears to be very poised. We've been in most every county in Kansas this year, 97 counties so far, and the manufacturing companies especially are growing if they can find people for the jobs that they have. So I think the economy is really poised to grow in so many ways. Our exports from our ag products are up as well. And one reason that this economy is resilient is America is the #1 producer of oil. So much different than when President Reagan was in office. We're now the #1 producer of oil and net exporter of it as well. So that's why I think they'll come down. The prices will come down so quickly.
Yeah, I think the president has said it many times that the U.S. is now producing more oil and gas than Russia and Saudi Arabia combined, which is an incredible statement, actually. Meanwhile, I want to get your take on all of this fraud and waste, because President Trump this week praised Vice President J.D. Vance and his task force for work on rooting out government fraud and abuse. Watch this.
They're finding billions and billions and billions of dollars, and I just said, that's good. He said, you haven't seen anything yet. These are crooked people. These are thieves. This isn't like a mistake. One person, he got hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars for securing one man, for taking care of one elderly man. He was a service. He got paid millions of dollars for taking care of one man. Total crook. They're all crooks.
This is just incredible, some of these stories, Senator. The president and his cabinet tackling one of the biggest concerns for Americans. A new Reagan National Economic Survey finds voters believe nearly 40% of federal spending, about $2.8 trillion a year, is lost to waste, fraud, and abuse. Almost $3 trillion, really?
Yeah, they may be right. Maria, I think that much like the border security was the #1 defining issue of the last election, addressing fraud, waste, and abuse could be the defining issue of this one. The cost of living, next will be fraud, waste, and abuse. I got to spend some time with Vice President Vance on Air Force 2 recently. He's absolutely committing to stamping out this fraud, waste, and abuse. And this is a big issue back home to me. Every time I see my mom and dad, see my high school buddies, the first thing they say is, when is someone going to go to jail? And guess what? People are going to jail, and that's what I communicated to Vice President Vance, is people need to start going to jail over this, and I think you're going to see a lot of that happening.
So how does that happen? They just put fraudulent things in the applications when they want benefits, and they just lie about it so that they can get benefits that they do not deserve? Is that the bulk of this?
Well, there's no checks and balances.
Right.
No one is really following. There's no audits happening. Right? Even our own military, they cannot pass an audit. So I think you think about the military spending $1 trillion, Medicare well over $1 trillion. So they do all sorts of things. They pretend like they're doing hospice services. So they get people's names, their social security numbers, and then they sign them up for a hospice, or they sign them up for food stamps. So this is just, it is rampant across the country.
Unbelievable. Now, we want to talk about what you're doing in terms of this immigration funding bill, because it was derailed on Capitol Hill last week. Republicans are trying to muscle in billions of dollars for ICE, border security, using reconciliation. Unfortunately, you have to do what should be normal appropriations to fund ICE and immigration and border patrol, but you've got to use reconciliation to do it. Are you going to be able to get this on the president's desk by June?
I'm not sure it'll be June 1st, but I think it'll be the first week of June. But the Republicans continue to be the party of law and order. The Democrats continue to be the party to defund the police. So we can't get one Democrat, maybe we'll get one, we'll see, to vote to funding ICE and Border Patrol. We don't have any choice. We got to get it across the finish line. We need a very narrowly focused bill and just take care of ICE and Border Patrol. Come back with a third reconciliation bill to address some of the other things that are priorities for Americans.
So you do expect another reconciliation bill before the midterms, because some of your colleagues told me the timing is just not there. You can't get another bill done.
I'm going to die trying. I think it's absolutely important that we try to address the cost of housing, the cost of health care, the cost of child care, that we need to address those somehow, some way, and the Democrats are not going to help us. So let's do it through health care. You know, our lead bill is a price tag bill, would force every health care provider to show you the price up front. It should be a 90-10 issue if we can get it to the floor.
I like what the president has done in terms of affordability, and certainly the Trump accounts falls into that category as well. $1,000 for a child born from 2025 until for several years. I mean, you're going to be speaking about this week here at the Reagan Forum.
You know, I'm so excited. When's the last time the federal government gave anybody $1,000?
That's right.
So the working family tax cuts bill, I was so proud to stand beside President Trump as he signed that bill. The same day my last grandchild was born, Marisol Zara, was born on Firecracker Day last year. And as President Trump was signing that bill, I thought, $1,000 for little Marisol. What a great opportunity. And I know you've got a niece that's going to get a Trump account as well.
That's right.
There's an app you can download. You can load it up today, and then on July 4th, Secretary Besson's going to put $1,000 in there.
I love that. Yes, Mia Josephine is my niece's new baby, and we're all in love with her in my family. And you're right. I did recommend to my niece she better sign up for those Trump accounts.
And you can add $1,000 to it.
I'm going to.
And I'm going to add $1,000, of course, to my granddaughter's Trump account as well, maybe more.
That is awesome. Senator, it's great to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Senator Roger Marshall. We'll take a break.